Hello again, people. Right, well, anyone that follows me on Twitter will know that I was awake for a few hours during the night. Dog woke me up 1:30, wanting to go out. So I took a couple of trades during the night, and then I switched my alarms off and decided that if I woke up at a sensible time this morning, you know, anywhere between 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock naturally, then that'd be that. If not, so what? So I'd already banked my pips for the day, and as luck would have it, I woke up about 7:30. So I opened my charts and threw a few lines on there, and long story short, I have taken 3 trades this morning. 2 on EJ and 1 on cable. So that's since 7:30. So, you know, all these people that say you have to do hours and hours of chart time and stuff like that, once you get used to a method, you build your own method, then you don't. Yesterday I put a video up where I got home after being out messing around with chores, animals, and I spent about 11.5 minutes drawing a ton of lines on the charts, and that was my trade plan. I uploaded the video before I took a trade as a result of that plan. I said if it does this I'll go up, if it does this I'll go down, and it ended up in a long position. So, you know, guys, I can't stress enough the importance of finding a method that suits you. My method, I know, of course, it's my method, and I built it from someone else's method, so there's no reason why, if you're enjoying a Fibonacci trading method or a moving average crossover trading method, that you could incorporate what I do into what you do, and then quite possibly what will happen is you will see the stuff that you've done isn't really necessary on there, because it's far less precise. That's what I did. You know, I built this method probably, 12 years ago or something. Couldn't quite crack it. You know, I didn't have this on there. I had something else that I doggedly refused to take off my charts. When I found this, it knocked what I had been watching for the best part of 15 years into a cocked hat. Because, you know, I know you get the squiggly line RSIs and you get the squiggly line stochastics, but I prefer something that I can actually see, like a traffic light scenario. And the beauty about this thing is that if you get you know, you can see a level. You know, you could check whether that is higher than that or vice versa. If you want to go long, you would ideally want this green bar to be higher than that one, and with that you can check the levels to the precise micro whatever it is, decimal point. So this morning's trades, well, I'll just go through cable long. This was based on the Billy breakout. What I should really start calling this now is just the London Open, because that's all it is. I don't trade arbitrary lines. If you want to go to Billy TT's thread on Forex Factory, just go to Forex Factory, type his name in, you'll find his thread. It mentions something about, I don't know, the trade of the day, the EJ, or something like that in the he's only got one thread as far as I know. Read it backwards, you know, end to front, if you know what I mean. A lot of time is wasted if you try and start as with all trading systems, you know, everyone changes what they do, so he's doing something completely different at the end of his thread, the current pages, than he has at the start. So cable long for me this morning is all about the RSI in this instance, not even checking this thing for the cable long. The EJ trades I took long again were based on this, and I'll go into one of those, actually the most recent one, if I've got time after this. But this is straightforward, simple. You can clearly see we're in uptrend. The hourly 8 EMA on this time frame, 5-minute time frame, is long as well, and obviously it will be on every other time frame. And critically, we've got the bust up here. We've broken out of this level. This is an R1 daily resistance as well, and we can clearly see we've got a pullback candle there, and a bust and break on the 5 minute there. You can see clearly you've got an area of resistance ahead of you, so I've not even bothered drawing any lines on this. All I'm after is 5 or 6 pips. We've got the round number there. Always a good idea to trade to or from them, because people that might have got in this short trade here may well have put their stops above there, and vice versa. People may have put their orders there to go short for whatever reason. I don't really care, as long as I've got that level to trade to or from, as it were. And you know, I would never be wanting to short while this sort of momentum is here and lack of momentum to the sell side is here. Now there's a different set of circumstances now, because this is pushed down, this is a pullback. If we get a break and close to the short side, yes, with proper analysis of all the different reversal levels, then yes, it's worth a punt. Here you've got the same scenario. Couldn't go short here. All of a sudden we start to see power come into the market. Then we see a break and close below there. That's the bust, that's the pullback, that's the break and close below that level. That is, in my opinion, and this is all my own rules devised by watching price and so on and so forth, we've got a confirmation to the short side here, low, high, high, low, high, high, and lower low, making lower highs and lower lows in the close. And then look what happens. There is a beautiful that's the break there, wasn't it? Yep, that's the bar, that's the entry bar there, break and close, beautiful 16 pip move back to the hourly 8 EMA. What could be simpler, guys? Couple of really fantastic indicators, the hourly 8s and this. Candlesticks, which are an indicator, of course, priceless. And this, if you go away from your charts for a while, or wake up halfway through the night, or you're awake, or when you approach your charts when your alarm goes off in the morning, check that to make life easier, checking your selection of charts you may well trade. Okay, so cable, I'm not going to get time to do the EJ trade. I might do that later. Oh, there are the two EJ trades. Sorry, I dragged the wrong one onto the chart. That's my two longs on EJ, but I'm not going to describe those, but they will be all tied in with the levels. Oh, I do remember there was a daily support there, that and I'd drawn all my levels on the EJ, and there was nothing above me in the way, big round number in the way obviously, so I took my trade to just short of the big round number, and then there was a little trade prior to that. But once again, you'll see that the histo would have led the way. So where's that cable trade? That's the cable trade there. Histo alert on the higher time frames was looking absolutely fantastic. 15-minute had just busted through. There's the break or bust. Here's the pullback. There's the break and close. My entry was after that candle there. Not waiting for the hourly, the 8 o'clock ring bell. Trusting my indicators. Trusting my breakout of the R1. Trusting the target, and I'm not sure what that green level is there, but that would have been put in there for a I think I threw it on there for that, didn't I? But anyway, that's it, guys. You know, trust your indicators, trust your price analysis, and trust the horizontal levels, which is what every trader I know that is either ex-professional or is hanging on the coattails of ex-professionals like myself learns, that the horizontal levels are the doggies whatsits. Look, just looking at this even now, you can clearly see there is an old resistance acts as new support. You know, it ain't rocket science, guys. And remember, never trade what I talk about on here. Learn to trade yourself. Obviously, you know, I'm talking about the levels and stuff. My method is solid. It's years and years of study. And also, while we're at it, don't pay anyone to go to a room. I promise you, you're absolutely wasting your money. You can find everything you need online, free, on the internet. And I'm building up a lovely following of really, really decent traders, and I'm trying to share as much as I can with you guys. The latest one is Jessica. She is in my opinion, the real deal. You know, the other one is Nicola Duke and Trader Dante. Both of those do charge a small amount to be with them, but they are, in my opinion, at the moment, until I find others, the only ones that I would consider worth paying. But you know, just don't do it, guys. There's no need. If you need any advice, anything that in this video that you want to talk about regarding price action and chart analysis, by all means put a comment on YouTube or hit me up on Twitter. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.